Hello there. In the previous videos we discussed playing scales and what is referred to as flat picking with the plectrum and just playing single notes. And as you develop that, you could perhaps say that it could effectively be called lead guitar. And we've also dealt with notes from those scales being clustered together to form chords. And what we've done is strummed the chords in time, and maybe you've had a go on this, emphasizing that downstroke, that beat there, in blocks of 4. Now what we're going to deal with here is a pattern fingerpick. Now fingerpicking is often a very appealing alternative to strumming. It's considered to be a little more subtle, although in essence it's not that difficult to do if you establish a pattern. But what fingerpicking essentially is based around is an arpeggio. Some of you may have heard the term arpeggio, that great Italian musical term. It's essentially if you take a chord and just instead of playing it, there's a D major there, instead of actually doing that, we're actually going to just play. That would be to arpeggiate the chord. So to take that process one stage further, the basis of a fingerpick is to create a rhythm from an arpeggio. Okay, and so you can support a song with your picking pattern. But I'll just give you an example. This is a classic, if you like, 1960s folk style pick. You might have seen it or heard it used by Ralph McTell or Paul Simon, Bob Dylan, you know, where you've got this that sort of style. So you've got that there. And at its extreme other end, when you start taking elements of what I call split picking with that pick, you've effectively got this sort of ragtime style. And both of those picks are connected with pattern picking, which we're going to look at now. As you know, if you go from bottom to top, you've got the 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st. And we're going to use these numbers to illustrate our pick. What I'm going to do is take the G chord, but I'm just going to play an element of the G chord, really, because if you think of the G scale, the chord is drawn from the 1st, 3rd and 5th notes in that scale. So what we're effectively going to do is take, on the playing hand, we're going to take the ring finger and then place that on the 3rd fret of the bottom E. And here you have the voice of your G major chord, the straightforward voice, and there is the root note. So with the picking hand, I've got a thumb pick on here just to get a little bit crisper volume on the bottom there, but it doesn't matter if you haven't got that. And what we're actually going to do is thumb, index, middle, okay, and we're going to use these digits to create a rhythmic pattern pick. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. We've got this effectively a G chord, the root note on the bottom E, and we're going to go 6, 3, 4, 2. So the thumb is playing the bottom E, or the 6th, 6, 3, the index is playing the open G, the thumb is playing the 4th string, and then this middle finger is playing the B. So you've got 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 2, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb. And each time you're doing this, you should be looking and listening for that bass. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. We could do that together. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 2. Just on the G chord, root note, 6th string, thumb, index, thumb, middle, 6, 3, 4, 2. Look out for that bass, that's your rhythm. Bum, bum. If we have a chord where the root note is on the 5th string, or the A, then we would adopt 5, 3, 4, 2. Thumb, index, thumb, middle, 5, 3, 4, 2. And finally, for the purposes of this exercise, we're looking at root notes being on the E, A or D strings. Let's look at the D major chord, and here we would use the system 4, 2, 3, 1. So let's try that. 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. Thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb. There it is, speed it up. If we put all these chords together, we can play along with the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Exciting as it sounds, I'm going to imagine I'm in a creche and playing for small children. Maybe I'd scare them off with this, but you never know. And I'm going to use this picking technique. 6, 3, 4, 2, starting with G. Look at that bass there. And you can take as long as you like doing this, think in blocks of 4 and create that rhythm. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.